Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is long overdue, almost 6 months overdue as a matter of fact. Today we are doing Bryson's Raptor grill lights in the TRD Pro grill that we put on all the way back in December. I don't know why it took us, it's probably 6 months at this point. I don't know why it took us 6 months to finally order these lights and do this whole quick little install and everything, but we're finally getting to it. Now, before we hop into that, I need to tell you guys, as always, that we are doing a giveaway right now of a car wash bundle, Chemical Guys car wash products, a whole bucket, a whole starter kit and everything. I'll throw the picture up right here. You get entered on my Instagram. Sorry, he just pulled up right now. You get entered on the Instagram. All you have to do is subscribe to YouTube, follow me on Instagram, like the post, and comment 3 other people on the post itself, and you're entered to win. Super simple entry, free of charge. I'll ship it out to you and everything. But with all that being said, let's just jump into the video for today. Sleeping Beauty is joining us for an install today. We've been blessed with his presence.
Sleepy Joe Biden.
Sleepy Joe? All right, your name's Sleepy Joe now. So if you're not up to date on the channel, we did his grill back in December. I think it was a few days before Christmas actually. And I didn't know if he would have wanted the Raptor lights. So I kind of held off on that because this was a gift for him for your, was it for your birthday or for Christmas? What did I get you the grill for?
Christmas.
Christmas?
Yep.
Well, I got him the grill and I didn't know if he would want these Raptor lights, so we kind of held off on them until we got the grill installed and see if he wanted it. Ended up wanting them, so we bought them, and now we're just gonna throw it all together. The grill, I'm kind of forgetting where I got it from. Go back and watch the video if you're looking to figure out where we got the grill from, but they sell them all over. The lights, however, are from Cali Raised LED, just because when it comes to lighting, I want a reputable company that's gonna provide good lights and good product. So we went with the Cali Raised LEDs Raptor lights, and their harness and their adafuse and everything. So this shouldn't be too hard. Everything looked fairly simple. So something we messed with off camera was looking at the different options. Some people like to do the 4 side by side right there on the top row. Some people like to space them out on the bottom row and do 1, 2, 3, 4. But with the way this is set up, once you're hitting this, you have to modify these just a little bit. And I think it's just too spaced out in my opinion. I like it all being like tight right there over the Toyota logo. He, however, was leaning toward doing the other one, the bottom row, but
I didn't want to saw down the
yeah,
parts and the pieces.
yeah. So to fit right here, you just have to kind of, you have to saw down a little bit right here on the top, I believe, to actually make it fit right there. And then there's no guarantee that's going to be a tight, snug fit. So why mess with it? It looks fine here, so we'll do it here.
Oh! Oh, this guy right here. One of these two.
What's this left one? Get out of here. I don't know who this kid is. I don't claim him.
We'll let the frogs out.
So once you get the whole fuse box off, you got all your fuses, you got the little map on the back side, fuse removal tool, all that. But the one we're working with is going to be this one right here. I believe there's other options out of these 2 and these 3 right
Cali
here.
Raised did the yellow one, but the other guy did the green.
I think they did the green.
Cali Raised?
Yeah. And it just depends on when you want the lights to turn on. I believe this one, they'll be on all the time, even when the truck's off. We don't want that. One of these over here is when the headlights are on. But I think this one is just when the truck's on in general. So I think we're going to go with that one.
Never really done electrical work before. That's cool.
Yeah, see, that's the scary part right now. I never, ever mess with electrical. I don't do anything electrical. When I had lights installed on my old truck, I'd take it into a shop to get it done just because I don't mess with electrical. I don't want to fry my truck. I don't want to burn it down to the ground. So this is our first time doing electrical, and it's kind of scary, but it also seems like a nice first step into electrical. So we're going to see how this goes. So we just pulled the fuse, put it into their adafuse. Now we have to attach this to the harness. See, I already messed up. The red wire has a little bit hanging out. We had to cut off some of the covering so we can add it, and I ended up just chopping the whole thing off. So now I'm doing surgery, trying to get this out. Oh my god, dude, I got so fucking close. Look at, I skinned it. Barely. I don't want to cut any more of this wire. I've already taken enough off. Alright.
Oh, did it fit?
We got the wiring out now. Now it's just a matter of putting it in. So yeah, you're supposed to use an actual crimping tool, but we don't have one, so... Oh my god. I thought it was going to be hard to crimp. Wow. Golly.
Is it really that tough?
Yeah.
That'll do, donkey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, come on out.
God, dude, my wrist ain't happy with this shit.
Jesus Christ. Okay. That was kind of a struggle because it kept sliding out, but I think we finally got it. We abused the hell out of it. But I think we got it. So let's just move on to the next step now and plug this whole harness in. Now in a video we had watched, the guy feeds the whole harness. He kind of disassembles these 3 harnesses right here, and he feeds that harness up through this so it's more clean. But one, it looks like the world's biggest pain in the ass to kind of get these out, and 2, this electrical tape is really tight around them, and I don't want to mess with that to try to feed something else through.
Do we have more electrical tape?
We do, but I mean, we can find another way to make it look clean by the time it's all plugged in. I'm sure there's other things.
I'm pretty sure we could just like tape it around, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have to be in that tape, it just could be around that tape.
Yeah, maybe. But the whole point, what he did was take this whole side block off, so it came through here too.
I know, but that looked like a pain in the ass.
If we're gonna tape it there, we can just zip tie it anywhere, to be honest. There's gonna be a lot of like zip tying going on in here to like have the harness not dangling anywhere, just to make it nice and tight. So we'll find another way to clean it up, but that's just an option that was provided by somebody else. Boom, it's gone.
And it's gone.
And it's so nice and clean right there. Oh, see, no, because I think his came out a different way. Maybe Cali Ray's made their harness to where it'll feed this way and be more clean, because his was coming up from over here for some reason. So that's in. Now all we have to do, it's a plug and play essentially. The 4 lights are back here. You have plugs for each of them. You have plugs for each of them. And it's literally that easy. All we have to do is ground it right here on the sidewall, which I have to cut back some of this more actually.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to cut some of this back more, wrap it around this, ground it, plug them in, and it should just be ready to go. It's that simple. All right, per usual with me, it can never be as simple as it all seems. Kind of backpedaling to when we were talking about that guy who fed the wiring up through the harness to make it clean. I now know why he did that, because once you put the cover back on the fuse box, there's nowhere for the wires to go other than up through that hole, or else you're just gonna pinch them inside the wall of that fuse box, and I don't want to do that. What's weird is the Cali Ray's video was actually pretty terrible on explaining how to do this, because in their video they kind of just had the wires hanging out and they kind of like gently like pushed the thing back over and neglected to tell us that there's no way to close that cap over the wires. And the weird part is the fuse that they give you, the wire comes out toward the right, which there's nowhere to feed any wires up through. Everything feeds up through the left. So that's why I didn't really think anything of it until we tried putting the cover back on. So also in trying to put the cover on, it pulled the wires back out of this, so we got to try to feed them back in, which is going to be even harder now that we've clamped the whole thing down. But like I said, nothing can ever be too easy. Okay, so you can't quite go through this one. Wait. I mean, you can, what?
Never mind.
You can go through this one, but it's a little more difficult to take off because you have to get this harness out, take the bolt off, slide the whole thing out. This one's easy. You just unplug all 4 harnesses, and you can pull the thing straight up and out after moving a little clip right here. But once you get that done, there's a little slit in the side of it that I'm feeding this through, and now it's coming up through there. So now I should be able, let me pull all the slack through actually. I might have to cut a little more to get more slack, but essentially we're gonna pull it through, slide this back in place, and then it should come right up into the fuse box and still be able to utilize the lid going over. We got enough slack cut up on the whole harness itself, fed it all the way through. It's coming through super clean right here. Everything's plugged back in. This is all reassembled. It's coming through the bottom. We had to redo this because it ripped out when I tried putting the cover on last time, when we found out that it wouldn't come through. So I'm just making sure this is super clamped this time so it doesn't pull out again randomly. But it all should fit super nice and neat in here now. Yeah, I find it super odd that in Cali Ray's video they didn't mention anything about how to like have the wires make it into the fuse box, because that seems kind of important. Like if you go watch the video, I might even put the clip in here. Ooh, I might be clamping this too much and the wrong way, but that's fine.
I think you're chilling.
But if you watch the video, they kind of have you can see how the cord comes out this way to where there's nowhere to kind of put it in at. And then they put the lid over it and then kind of just like, they gently push. I don't know if they're trying to make the appearance of that it fits or what, but I also don't know if it's safe to just have this laying on top of everything else, but I don't see why not.
Yeah, I think it'd be okay.
I'll just feed that through these right here, and then bam. It's laying super flush, super clean. Everything's plugged in, it feeds through. This will still close, so you can... Is everything done here?
Yeah, we fed it.
Gotta make sure everything's done.
Everything on that part, it should be fine. Did you
pull the ground?
Did you ground it?
Yeah. I left the ground out because that would be so much extra slack that we would have to give it to feed that all the way through and back out this way.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not that much, but oh well. It didn't need to be in, so no point in trying to force it.
Did you just wrap the ground around that bolt right there?
Yeah, hold on. Get all these lined up. There, see now it closes super clean. I ain't gently pushing, this is locked in. This is locked in on the 3 points, but yeah, the whole relay, or the whole harness right here, is between the battery and the fuse box. You can see it kind of come out right here. This is the ground wire, and the red one's leading up into it, so everything's in nice and clean. The ground's coming down right here. I think that has some slack too, I could tuck it a little. I didn't want anything tugging, so I gave it a little extra slack, but everything's in now. The only thing we have to do left is plug everything in. And where's that at?
Right here. Plugs are pretty much lined up with the lights themselves.
Yeah. You want to pop them in?
Yeah, you want to pop them in?
Oh, easy. Cash money real quick. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. Oh! Damn. Oh. They're all in. It's a real secure, snug fit.
Yeah, for pretty much all of them, yeah.
So they're in now. Real secure and snug. Ooh. Here, hold this. I'll check the back side.
Okay.
You should be able to see all four.
Do we have to like push them in?
Yeah, probably.
That's why I don't want
to. Part of me feels like it's supposed to go deeper in, but these are in the way.
Yeah, like I don't want to.
They have the 4 little tabs on the back side that are supposed to connect. The only thing hitting right here is the side, on the side of this. So I think if we just trim it down a little bit, it'll slide in a lot better and it'll still lock into place.
I think
so we might do that. Okay, before I could even find sandpaper, Bryson just started muscling them in, and then I thought, you know what, why not just grab some needle nose? Watch out.
Some needle nose.
Get some needle nose and use the handle, get it on each side, and then just support the back of the grill so you don't just snap the whole thing. So he had his hands on the back side of the grill, and I would just push in until they snapped, and all of them are snapped in now. So didn't even need to sand them, so that works. Now he's just plugging in the fuses on the back side, or plugging in the plugs, not the fuse. Plugging in the plugs on the back side, and
I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah, check that out. Easy peasy.
oh yeah, check that out. Now at this point, it's just a huge game of cleaning up the wiring, because if you look through the grill, you might, can you see it? Yeah, it's a huge harness just dangling right behind it, so it's just a game of cleaning it up. Yeah, there's zip ties down there. There's black ones in my truck if you want like a uniform type color.
Yeah. You have your keys?
Zip tie here.
Well, we should see if it works before we zip tie it.
This is a smart man. This is a smart man.
Is it just turning it on, or is it headlights?
I think you have to turn it on, but hold on, let me get all this stuff off your engine. Go for it. Hey, they're not working. Huh? I can't hear you. All right. Yeah, no, they're not working. No, nothing. Turn it off real quick. Turn it off. Dude, I think we did something wrong. They're not working.
I feel like you're lying to me. I feel like you're possibly lying to me.
No, I don't know. No, look.
Oh wow, they're actually not working.
Here, no, here, hold this. Here, maybe you were doing something wrong. I might have the magic touch.
Okay, yeah, sure. Uh-huh. Oh my. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ah yeah. Yeah.
I had that magic touch. I'm telling you, it wasn't turning on when you were doing it. It wasn't turning on when you were doing it, but you know, I got the magic hands.
I think you might be speaking that's blasphemy, my good friend.
I don't know.
Blasphemous remarks.
I don't know what was funny, what you just said or the way I laughed at that.
How are we gonna zip tie this? That's a real question.
Alright, here, I'm gonna hold it all up and then you just zip tie around.
You know
it.
where to hold it.
It's supposed to go.
Sapoda.
Yeah, it's a new kind of fish. The Sapota. You don't know about this? You work at Raw.
Sapoda?
You don't know about the Sapota?
That's not like a kind of fish.
It's the way Sapota go. Yeah, this is a mess. This is upsetting my OCD.
I really feels like this brings the build together. I see a lot of people driving around with these lights, and I'm like, damn. Like
I think it looks so nice once they switch out the fog lights with ambers, so it's all orange.
Yeah.
And then if they get the 2 ditch mounts with amber pods, it all looks so nice. Like just
I want to get
trifecta of ambers. There. Yeah, now you can't see nothing.
You can't see Dave now.
You can't see nothing. That's pretty
tight.
interesting wiring job we got going here.
I think it's pretty clean.
We're not done though. We still got all this slack right here.
Nah, just leave it.
Ew, no.
Ew, no.
Here, just give me 1 zip tie and it's good. I think that just about does her. They're all plugged in secure.
Wait, so it's just when I turn it on, right? And it's always on?
Yeah, it's even without the headlights. If you don't have your headlights on, they'll still be on.
Nuts.
I feel like if you switch the fuse, it'll be different. I'm not quite sure which each fuse does.
Yeah.
But you could always switch it later on because it's already wired up. All you have to do is pull the fuse out and move the fuse, the ATA fuse over and put the new one in. But yeah, they're all pushed in, they're all plugged in, they're all zip tied up so you can't even see from inside the grill that they're there. All wired, feeding clean ground in, and red wire tucks up and under perfectly clean. This is still secure, you can see on each tab, all plugged in. And that's how you do it right. I'm not gonna lie, you pulled me back from this. I was on the verge of giving up.
Yeah, I know.
When it ripped out, I was about to lose it.
I know, I was like, just cut it, bro.
I was about to lose it, but you regrouped me. Thank you for regrouping me. I get so frustrated with all these builds sometimes when stuff ain't going right, like the Jeep table, the Jeep front bumper. A lot of stuff with the Jeep frustrates me, but we got it done. We got it done right. Knock on wood. I'm gonna make him carry around a fire extinguisher for the next few days just in case anything goes wrong.
Are you for realsies about that one?
Yeah. Better to have a fire extinguisher than burn down the whole truck on accident. So everybody, that is a wrap on today's video. It was very quick, kinda. It was very simple, kinda. But it's how most of my videos go, as you know. It's a learning process for me, especially since I've never done wiring or anything before. I feel like every time I do a video, it's my first time doing something like that. So it's a learning process, and I'm glad you're here with me to join in. So again, guys, go get entered in that giveaway if you have not already. Subscribe to the channel, and please stay tuned for another video because we have new videos coming out every other week for you guys. So stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.